This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Because so go they go better plow, papa. And the KERM,
You know,
and then
I mean, I don't know.
I didn't go pass. Okay, indeed, yeah, fine. Sorry, Senona. Tony, dear, go hope you know.
You know, I'm saying, Anopan, Name, Kudus, and we saw Barcelona, the Name Chelsea, and clearly it looks as if he's almost at West Ham United. I would love to share with your viewers as to the rule I'll be fit in there, because it being so believe say within the West Ham United setup, it will be difficult for him.
Okay.
Well, I bet to differ based on what he should or I would like to discuss the West Ham team. Any baby I believe say could do a bit me abo a diabo. Romelu Lukaku clearly a bit U10 beat me aba, with Mauricio Pochettino likely to meet him and discuss or Bepeso be stay. But Atlanta block a move for Abranti and Duban Zapata. Nti Josie any Lina Solonko is still likely say omo beat me ama Lukaku apimo. Chaluba Chelsea epese omo de omo can certain amount so the bar on beat me a gym with the amount. So that is it for Chelsea. Arsenal for her so Benya Magway no matter say Gabriel Magahele is on beat me a gym Mamanaqua, because first two games in the general on team end start here. Manchester City in the market for players. Matthias Nunes omo discuss corner Wolves for now rejected, didn't know rejected here. A better chase the so still on the cast. Newcastle with players did this transfer window. Manchester United omo pese omo rem no omo make sure say Abrante fe Marcos Leonardo Santos ni Abrante and striker na wa soja of Brazil no under 20 no wa here World Cup no bi na born na de ma Brazil no omo pese ni move omo to say yes Roma pese omo kofa no omo kosi akiri na omo de Abrante ne ba Fiorentina ebo against Rapid Vienna omo drop Abrante fe no Amrabat ono nko atwini alone e kire de and Ryan Gravenberch Manchester United beat me akofa players here making a general this omoton bi ansa na omotimi akofa ba Toni Kroos and Fabrizio Romano e post to Abrante FN Gabriel Vega a move to the Saudi Pro League and Toni Kroos cultural embarrassment. I bet to differ and I disagree with Toni Kroos on his position. Say players should be thinking about winning rather than say omo beat me Eneska. I have a different view on that. Carlo Ancelotti say omo nsan obi abi omewie and you know other transfers.
Seems like all Inter Miami matches, they play with that they've played with Messi. Looks like they are all fixed matches. The opponents make it so easy for Miami to score, especially Leo Messi. I know they do this because of the Ballon d'Or. How can that be possible? It means every time I agree.
No, that. The quality in the bro more
bonus. Eddie Free, Koforidu, and KD and Abba. I don't know.
You know, the quality in the bro more bonus. In Tinano, make I say 1-3 can make a forest in football. In TAB are the lives of Campana Mono, only ordinary, but a little magic, a moment of magic. Now I know feel like a Messi, but so look at the pass for the third goal. Shebebi and Messi Jina, and look at that tailored measured pass. Straight away, or set a ball no for the player to score. Inti Heneso Oman Gumudi about Messi, that be. The goals, Nibu or Shah, say well deserved goals. Also, who say baby Ojinano, a trademark goals. So Messi, the Jody Abalenke, they've done that way back in Barcelona, and a team almost had their copy him. So clearly, there's that telepathy over there. Messi quality, no, even at a 35 to 36, no. You know, me to say this is the goal, and America. Look at the pass. You know, whom do you blame?
Yeah.
It was a tailor-measured pass. What should defenders in no trouble on their form so? And this is not a pass from Messi. How do you blame the players? Say it is because they want Messi to win the Ballon d'Or. There be the quality, no. Yes, the quality, no. This pass, you know how many players in between Alice are pass. Okay. The position of Messi. Look at the technique. That's how he set a ball at the man. You cannot blame the defender and so. It is all Messi. It's all Messi. Ono na peja Inter Miami team ni influence and the team don't do this level. So it is not an issue of Omagumu Diaba Messi, but rather the quality no surpass all the players available. And on na influence the Inter Miami team na am do that particular level.
All right. Gabriel Viega is just 20 years, but has joined Saudi Arabia. Will it affect his career? Gabriel Quatin Sepasi and it is asking me a buy.
Affecting the career.
Age,
You know, this is a young player of free Spain. Teams are now penning Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Napoli. Edu baby no. Liverpool the attention called Dominic Zoboslai, Alexis McAllister. They consider those players to be ahead of Rafael Vega until Omuko baby. Chelsea Caicedo, they are looking at Romeo Lavia. Chelsea consider those players to be ahead of him and looking at the attacking talent around. Chukwuemeka, Conor Gallagher, Mihailo Mudryk. Chelsea will not forsake those players and go in for Rafael Vega to Chelsea a free. Manchester United are confirming Simon Taba until Rafael Vega is out because already no almost shepo Fred Amanako until Rafael Vega free. Now then you look at the Napoli team. I heard that there was space for him to play because Napoli there almost a lot of options. Were their attacking midfield role. Until inkomotwetwe ne koswa between the agent ye Pini Zahavi. Until only already the rents I agree at 35 million. Lately no. Na sikano ko mo be fa so atuano na kwakoye issue nti akwakoye issue dia then Celta Vigo nso hia ska nti ese kro mo pesa Renato Tapiako nti omo hia ska uti Rafael Benitez a omo si osi omo hia sika nti na omo hwese emfiri na nkosi Friday team a wire ready don na omo be jaya brand nim di ama Mpini Zabi started so exploited the transfer market. Clearly Saudi Arabia no call land here. And you know, this is a player or get 3,668,000 euros a week. Sky original. 3,668 euros a week. Within the year, he's taking 200,000 euros. Obi sika original England 1 week in Oje. And the whole Celta Vigo team, no, the highest paid player, I go ice pass. Oje 54,000 euros a week. Into Abrante no beka kupeska because teams na ebetimi amoni ska kakra no bi anya ready. And this is a young player. Imagine joining Ali, sign 2 years contract. Na di na akwa budget ni sika wi obetimi asan ba bebo the Spanish La Liga. So here no na o improve a obetimi aba bebo. Yehu Yannick Carrasco eko China. Carrasco is playing for Atletico Madrid now. Oboy na anya he came back to Atletico Madrid no boy. We saw Paulino moving from China to come and dominate game for Barcelona even in the El Clasico. And the affecting the career, they are getting in edge in Abrante na so no begging who just to make sure say within 2-3 years he's making money in the Saudi Pro League. He will come back to Europe. No timi asa baby siaka e dia momo. And no Tony Cruz say a embarrassment. Into Abrante no sending message in about it will not affect him, not at all.
Okay.
Now to the issue of Ananga be said.
Skana boss no na ashoko me kakra. Sir Ubia obo this level.
Celta Vigo.
Yeah.
Obiji 2,000 something euros crowd.
A week.
Yes.
Next is almost
No, the highest paid player Celta Vigo I go as fast.
Yeah.
54,000 euros.
no,
No, you know that is the standard of the club. Have you checked Kudus money or Ayas? It is not up to 15,000.
a week.
Yes.
12,000 euros.
Kudus Sikawa Ayas, it is not up to 15,000 euros.
Huh.
When your midfielder were the left-footed now, you're ragged in the crowd. I've forgotten about Mubarak Wakasu. When he was playing in Spain, he was receiving 7,000 euros a week. You know, no, the difference is that
especially Obama clubs to say Sayas no
yeah,
clubs
there be. But you know the difference is this that this is a week. If you are taking 12,000 euros a week, next week over say
no, but how they compare others? No, they say we do the amount for the one who say Uoma.
Okay. Generally, yeah, meditum. Ufri Ghana, now I could see I can't will be expected to be 100,000. Not at all. They are not taking that huge money. That is why they want to move.
12,000 euro
Yes.
a week. Kudus. This is serious. Okay.
In Genoa, where the Kudus own have not checked, but I know it is not up to 15,000.
Okay.
Now for Celta Vigo, the Genoa, the Oje Kessben, Oje 54. Me say oje 3,668.
Lagos was on class or senior man.
Oh, a senior man pa.
Yes.
You know, no yeah, there's some na baby.
Yeah.
Enti Gabriel Vega deɛ no na sɛm no. Now the issue of Tony Cruz say alcohol the embarrassment. Last year Tony Cruz buy out Ebeka say England for no general omo tutu sika gu. Na omo sika do omo tugu no omo mfa wen hwe. That was 22nd September 2022. All because last year no England for who check omo transfer market no omo de ba wiere na general. Omo nya 1.9 billion enu sika England teams ni na spend here. Na previously omo di ababe to 2017 there no.
Spending or players who I said they spending 7.
Oh, signing of players.
Signing
of players. 1.9.
Okay.
2017 England for now spending 1.4. Into no more baby to 2017. There are more break your record. And Tony Cruz say players should be thinking about winning but not taking money. Why? Because in England they pay more but they don't win anything. It was because previously now Real Madrid has Liverpool, Real Madrid has Chelsea, they beat Manchester City and they won the Champions League. But what happened after Tony Cruz? Manchester City beat Real Madrid by 4-0. And Champions League. And I agree the Spanish team have been winning. But you know, any player beyond thinking about trophies, we should bear that in mind.
Yeah.
So we a Ghanaian player. Now when you chance to Kwakusia can the ama a team to say West Ham, Everton, Leicester City. You should be thinking of making money.
Exactly.
You should not be thinking about winning trophies because Obanaba fear. When in phone is kind of emoji, they are not thinking about trophies.
Trophies ground pace come bottom year.
Say
no be wa corner ukoya what the why is open trophies. Now unyan shall say first ka kakra bottom.
you know who say
So drew level be ansana. I feel on near bound say I mean winning trophy be out.
no when you play for a big team, you should be thinking about trophies. But the big teams pay much better than the smaller teams. Until a man narrowing it down to West Ham, Everton, Leicester City, Nottingham Forest, and other clubs. So we Africa player now about these clubs. You know, your fair thinking should be about making money for your family. It's Robin FC. Or no be person the family be enjoy than to think of so Obeko Champions League. That is not his interest. Anthony is thinking of making money to make sure say Osanko the Chrome be wa. Oma kanino no susu anu oko training ni ekunkum omo da kwa ho no. Obetimi ya save omo. So he is not thinking about trophies. So I'm saying that Rafael Berger is a small boy, general. He should be thinking about making something for his family to enjoy. Tony Cruz now here can no free Germany. He is earning 468,000 euros a week. He is the highest paid player in Real Madrid. Into an honest will be Niska, and he's winning as well. And when you are playing for Madrid, you are earning money, you should win trophies as well. It is different from Obia also Okwaku Sinakai Ediama Brentford. It is different from Obia also Okwaku Sinakai Ediama Brighton. That person should be thinking about money, especially when you are from South America, when you are from Africa. The European, the almost system is clearly different. Will be money. Just on our power, but yes, system on the general. One person, a shit nipa base 50 or one family. Yes. And for me, Tony Cruz can raise his issue about Rafael Vega say Usha na Oko Saudi. But there was a class in United to when say the Saudi Pro League has come to stay. And they are ready to invest. They are ready to purchase quality players. And in necessity they call there. So we come market in man. Oh yeah, Real Madrid. Oh yeah, Manchester City. Oh yeah, Man United. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Oh yeah, AC Milan. Oh yeah, Juve. Oh yeah, PSG. Oh call for players na na ntempa gi no ama hwan ha. Say oh call no Saudi for no be nso beba be ginem no no aba be pre. And clearly, Emre Laporte is not a player that you supposed to see him so see akan the Saudi Pro League. And there were team announce so say oko akwa kosi akan. Spanish number 5. Nka how person who na Barcelona na Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid or the first class teams in Europe. But he says he's moving. Intiantia says a game no obi o ha agino a yesika obi o ha a winning. And even today, if Neymar is still thinking about money, then what about Rafael Abrante and Gabriel Vega and other players? Inti Tony Cruz intia say or say embarrassing embarrassing be at on the cruise. Oh, I feel bottom ma echi casa kesie casa papa. And now the opposite will be you soon come no 3,000 euros. Na you know the Vigo there be into yen say Gabriel Vega can go play 3 seasons and when he come back play for any other top teams in Europe. He only needs to be managed well by Pini Zavi.
Okay, let me check it. Ayas, players no salaries. The highest earner ever Stephen Berwin on 88,462.
Yeah. Ono
the highest.
Yes. Ono abebo Tottenham.
Okay.
And I was a go back a crown.
And son Sane Abba Duzanta the Gene Omoke Kalmache.
That is Craco. That is co.
But they know
I say Omoke in 2023, yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me pay be a kudus da. What chiripa? That make a minimum out.
No, you know what I say.
What the channel?
Oh, when you want
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What also 17? Yeah. Nti ono nipa kakra bi no tu omo nipa ko be 8 or baby no. Oh yeah, bad. Why? Because the level no was wrong. Ayas.
the level players now they consider him as a top player than him. Bergwijn, Berhos, Carlos Bogas bad and saying Dusan Tadic is a big boy in Ajax before moving. Because those players were already established and already proven within the Ajax setup. And as you know, say Kudus.
No, but seriously, so offer when you move now for your
12,300.
Yeah, 12,300 euros.
And did you know?
Yeah.
Kudus rice na yedabaya.
12,300 euros.
Kudus rice na yedabaya. From last season to this season. Until we use 1 year at their marketing who ye. Share Europa games on boy. Share the Champions League games on boy. Look at him at the World Cup. And no their marketing who ye. And I want to believe the moment he joined West Ham, he will earn more.
Oh.
West Ham United will bet me 80, 100.
Yeah.
But be probably 120 kurako. And within the West Ham team, he will play. No, be a West Ham team. There are players like him in there into Oba and Hina Obebo. Now, so what's your West Ham team now? Because Kudus is a midfielder, I'm starting from their midfield. Thomas Susek, Omar Kofa branch of Edson Alvarez, on to Friars a buy. Into Oren and a play as number 6. As number 8, Omukofa James Rowd Prowse. On also your English international. No sina card the master Adanton on the buy. Into the game against Chelsea, no. On my 2 assists. On the ball corner, and man I have a go a pin bono, a share. Into on also the as number 8. Now, say if you are looking at the number 10, you are talking about Lucas Paqueta. Initially, Namin himself Lucas Paqueta move on a basso. And until na West Ham HC Kudus. But after the investigation the bars no still among we. But it looks as if say Manchester City attention or other players because they feel say ensema akoso from Rio de Janeiro no and ensema akoso last weekend no e was so much baby foforo because it's a see FA no ko charge Abrante FN Lucas Paqueta e be yedin because this is a player they think signing him to replace Abrante FN and Kevin De Bruyne. So as number 10 it is Lucas Paqueta alone. Now, so on the left side, that is where
I enjoy Kudus Kessben TV.
Yes, that is Kudus.
I enjoy
yes.
Yeah. Wow. The touches, movement, the goals,
the dribbling,
tackles,
the shooting.
Super. Wow.
Eti Genoa. Within so here the left side and so on. A African for no na wo ben kuma fem. Hwan ya. Abrante FN is Said Berama and then on the bench you have Maxwell Cornet. Inti offer Said Berama number 11 out the nato Kudus betimi abo. No about the Lucas Paqueta number 10 Kudus betimi abo. No about the right side Abrante FN Gerald Baldwin. Gerald Baldwin on also the right side an English international of 26 years. Number 7 Kudus ebetimi abo. Now we are you talk about Antonio. If you decide to play Kudus at false 9, it implies that Kudus is likely to compete with Antonio and Danny Ings. Now, we know about the 3 players behind Antonio. You know, so far Kudus last season in the Eredivisie, Osha 11 goals na de ma Ayas. Fajera Bowen Osha 6 goals per for team your friend West Ham United. Over Lucas Paqueta, out of the 27 games played in the EPL, Lucas Paqueta has 4 goals per. Said Berama, out of the 33 games played, he scored 5 goals. Antonio now no lead the line, you know, he scored 6 goals. I'm talking about league goals. And so fast our players here, me bo mudi nyina. Ade ba ko Kudus wo omo nyina ni ne say. When it come to goals, Kudus will go chair omo. Forget about he plays in the Eredivisie and the rest. But the number of goals of Kudus is shared in the last season, you know. 4 players or more West Ham anymore not picking it from number 10, 7, 11, 9. Kudus Eshe goals Eche Omunyina. The Premier League is a big platform, and the indices used to measure the goals scored in the Eredivisie and the Premier League are not the same. But the point is that when you have Kudus, who is versatile, can play from number 8 to number 11, you know, he is capable of exploiting anywhere around the pitch. And for me, Lucas Paqueta is untouchable. So I have Thomas Susek look untouchable. Naya Faguel look untouchable. Afonso Ariela look untouchable. But the other players, you know, be touchable. And to Kudus, I don't think any of the players around, apart from Lucas Paqueta, me hope that believe in say. So I'm not on Kudus be run number 10 whole street, you know. He can play number 7, he can play 11, he can play 9. Into any more there. Kudus be beer or best sign the Ama Western Yamu Mura. And the West Ham team are also looking at the big team and say, OBS strengthen the midfield. And if you are strengthening your midfield, they also need to strengthen their midfield as well. Yeah, we should Kudus all the best. Say General. Finally, it's a good step, and I hope so. Obetimi deliver.
I agree with Andy KERM. The trophies I won are lying here, which I can't eat. But the house I bought with money is what I'm feeding on now. Family too is waiting for us. So money first. Eric Abraham Queen.
Yeah.
Trophies there when you scan win about you.
Yes.
What was no go home more. As I later cry trophies no.
Countries now your Russian players they should earn something. Or monopoly and they be you have turn it straight. Let's talk about Brazil. You know, the amount of money at Barcelona they cover Neymar buy. So the moment Neymar comes, he's one of the highest paid players. He must win something. How many teams na Ghana have Liverpool beat me about before player or make some reject or more money? But Fluminense has rejected 25 million pounds for Andre Trinidad. It's the moment Andre be move from Fluminense to Liverpool on he must win something. Okay. That is the standard. But who free ha now call Denmark kakra. You know, oko Sweden kakra. Na nyankopon boa na aba be do England dia kudina nti eska na nti Tony Cruz. Wona o kan sika sem wo je epuduo na du go krom. Allow those players to go out there. Yes. 468,000 euros a week. And no sika wo je na obi kwa kwaje kakra wo say embarrassing. It is never embarrassing.
We're enjoying your show live. Straight up from Obuasi, Mr. Osai Parliament, New Unsuta JJ. Please, most of the African contracts are pay as you play, and others earn a little compared to other continents. Big up to your crew. Asian, worry not. Mr. Osai Parliament, Obuasi, we say, due to the fear of competition, Leo Messi refused to go to Saudi Arabia and decided to join a basketball country and bully the university students in soccer over there. Emmanuel Kofiusu Nkoko, oh yeah, Ronaldo fan. Clear. Yeah.
You know, Lukaku ntra na onko. Ontra na onko.
Why? Lukaku ontra he.
Chelsea.
On ya come pa Chelsea. Yes. O for so ma, obedi change na musa on pe club.
Okay.
So in the interest of one Kasanen club, yeah. On Chelsea.
Lukaku has been training alone. Later, I'll be training with Chelsea under 21. Now, when come on, Abane say, open a friend of Mauricio Pochettino. Almost so you shima, almost can strikers in Ibi. You need the Juvenile Vlahovic, no supporters na. You need the Inter Milan and Swaye. Now, the only space for him now is AS Roma. But Sikana Lukaku Jeno, would they be ready to pay? No. Jose say aka Andre Belotti nkoa. Marcos Leonardo omo person fan from Santos, Manchester United person mutiem. Because the guy is banging in the goals for Santos. Inti ababe Lukaku, Chelsea and AS Roma. Lina Solon Kumo AS omo beba England, omo ntime mai. Pinto mai ready. Say omo bid beba for Lukaku. But Roma, would they be willing to pay their Chelsea epe dabi? Say Kobasa adia. Then Pochettino so ani Lukaku abon komo. No Busane say, will he be willing to stay and play for the club? Only baby at the say Chelsea ababidina. Lukaku they said they also kind no. Saudi Arabia he doesn't care, he's 30 years old, he still feel obetime deliver in the top flight football into Europe. But Chelsea says, you know, omo de nka omo nya offer man and be jana monako, but there's no offer yet. And you know I agree. Say Lukaku ni akuma pa de, but until some better no. In Newcastle man try no. He needs to be part of the main team because we are limited with strikers, we are limited with number 9. Until at least 20 minutes, 15 minutes, even in the second half, will be cool. So, and only idea coaches so only part of their plans. But for him to stay in the under 21, I disagree. I think he needs to be part of the team. Near schedule bit him the board Chelsea. Chaluba, Enna. Yeah, who said the last 2 games at Chelsea are coach Efene Mauricio Pochettino camp crown free. Match days on count. Liverpool, West Ham, sell 2 games now, yeah, who Chaluba ho. And create free Chelsea as here ban said general. 21 million pounds pay. O de baby pim e Chelsea a mo beja abrante fe ne Chaluba. Ambana baby siaka ediama. Previously yet said Inter Milan. And ASM come up abrante no. But you know, ya ante ho asem biu. Abrante ya face season sha ase ayi hu no. And o hwe in his presence. And Omakakofa Azel Del says Yaba. So she experience our within the Chelsea setup. At least you expect him to start ahead of Levikowe. But Levikowe Bojano, Azel Del says Bojano. For fun or how Bojano. What does it mean? It means that Chelsea don't need him. And after that slap against Rodrigo, he's not back. And to see at the position of Chelsea now, they say Chaluba, Omu Jane Kwamanako, until you disikaba, Omu Beja Brantinim, no Ababi Siaka Ediamau. Manchester City so still a woman in a marketing him pay players. And omo call Crystal Palace aswe and omo call so omo kwa pay Abrantia ye fen Ebereche Eze. Rastaman no Crystal Palace in finfin ho no left footed player on the bomb number 10. Until we share the 3 players you know on the TV suite. The 3 players behind Osno Eduarda, Ubenya Ebereche Eze, Ubenya Geoffrey Slop. No one at Jordan Ayew. And nipa miensa we need striker nechi. Manchester City echo Crystal Palace aso yeso omope. Crystal Palace say maybe a time no konunti time no ekododo. Say Manchester City are ready there. They should be willing to pay 70 million pounds. And san omoja abrante no amana ba bi sia kan ede amomo. City ho abio. Omo ko eze ho na omo sa kopie mu o team my friend Wolverhampton. And omo so omo pe Brazil ni abrante ro no Rio de Janeiro. Obesina Kadima Sporting Lisbon so no dey say Obesina Kadima Portugal no almost say omo pe no Abrante fe Matias Nunes wa here Manchester United no Wolverhampton game no Genoa ekwa the United fast no na asem keto last season Alba no be any so oba bisi akan e dey about Liverpool and no end dey up e wo Wolves Abrante na Genoa modern TV ne so no almost omo hwe 50 million omo de koye Wolverhampton say da bi sisi akran last hour. And this will be the vastly inflated figure ba and son umetimi aja Abrante amana ba bisia kan e de ama omaje ama Abrante na ba bisia kan e de ama team foforo and yes dia omonya ready to sell Abrante your friend Matias Nunes
kese pa ba na brofo kese na vastly inflated already nyankopon buonim krachi this will be this kese pa ba the vastly inflated. Yeah,
okay. Into that is it.
Talk okay. Yeah, I'm sure we quickly enough. Yeah, so vastly inflated. I'm talking Kekesi listening from Asama, New Jordan. Really excited to be part of the show. Yeah, Damasipa Moyane, the Musu Eru Mukankra, the Emamo. My name way quickly. I don't veto Kudus for West Ham. The team was almost relegated. Kofi the way for Shaman and Abre. See what happened to Kamal Dean. Should Chelsea be waiting for Lukaku until the transfer season closes? Kofi one on the way a free Ashaman so Abraham. Chaluba was injured in the preseason. That's why he isn't in any of the match day squad. He's now recovering. Elvis and so now actually way so quickly. Where you see Tony Cruz is totally biased and coward. What was his comment when is it Ricky Pugh joined LA Galaxy? Okay, manifest period. Siddiq would weigh a free Wenchi and so a okay. What me at was on.
Me the Bernardo Silva then can my answer one question we could do to the Now, Bernardo Silva as you know I stand it.
Yeah.
Or or still PSG, Barcelona. Without a honey teams, I know be expected say at least a branch and be kwakusi akan or expressing in the love for team and friend FC Barcelona and okase Barca penning for baby pimu England no or momunya ntie so no de nkasi di ne ba wi a obepeso obeba bisi akan de amom but uni Barcelona di no a ohia buruburu e na aka boboku no nti enya de so omu sika a omo de kwakofu bi e de na ba and Manchester City okay omo position now Lucy Mares bringing Jeremy Doku omo person omo de Eche Eze and then Matias Nunes Ebano so Ujai Abranti Efredo Bernardo Silva ekwa you know for me he's the most underrated player in the world and even in the City team ball our body more on players ni be mobi by every people will be talking about Ellen Holland and then Kevin De Bruyne. But for me, he's the real deal for the City side. And extending his contract to 2026, no, a bit me a bona mana focus. Now the wife say, and Cafu, they were already said, baby, I'm person cotton in Spain. But you know, Spain one now more pedon, no more per Catalan crew. No, unfortunately, Basa any sika or the babe form. Now, BC, oh, Kudusu, the West Ham now, Okono, West Ham and saying relegation, not treating on moi. In Tinkono, the Nanko, Pese Kudus, Ebeko. Nukrem, West Ham United are in the last 2 years or man underperforming in the Premier League. So we the amount of money almost said in last season, any position almost didn't league in man and fata. But in the end, they won the Conference League. You know, so she near mom dear go a feeling now the almost person much and say they want to come back. And to show my team no omo ye baby ye. Afonso Ariola, Omo Ben Johnson, Vladimir Fakal on the right. On the left, Omo Aaron Creswell, Emerson Pemery, two centre backs of Nayafa Guel, Zuma, Omo experienced Angelo Bona on the bench, and Makaba their midfield. Look at the option that they have. And if you look at their midfield, Edson Alvarez is supposed to play for a first class team in the Premier League. But what you pay a call because of Mexico are free. On also here's Kakakra, not you know, and Yemetimia Kuyediama. And I agree, things have not been well for West Ham United in the last 2 seasons. David Moyes at a point no more person more pamno at a point no one to person no resignation free ho no cover because not transfers now open none in sankan but you know for the players available if you have Michel Antonio and then Danny Ings on the bench Pablo Fanels UTA players now market can you know West Ham has spent this out from Anatovic Felipe Anderson a lot of players it just unfortunate say you meant to mean kuyi infama but mind you in the first 2 games, they have 4 points now. Previously, it wasn't the same. But against Bournemouth and against Chelsea, they have 4 points now. It's just gradually things will change. And with the inclusion of Kudus or Kono also here and one. You not look up to West Ham alone. And yes, you can so between you saying Yakesia. Free West Ham now about Chelsea, Obama United, Oba Liverpool, Oba Man City, and also between and yes, you can for me, the West Ham team is a stepping stone in the Premier League for Kudus. He only needs to show his quality in the class, and the big teams will be up for him. It said they declare rice and over be PMO Arsenal or be a Kana 70. On also you don't know who near my team Akoyi Eddie Amano. Now to team my friend Manchester United. Omodian Kirim says he can't Omo, but unfortunately the FFP don't have more United. See, I can say Messi Mount a pra, and Messi Mount a pra there. Now within the transfer market, almost permit for this. Into Abranti FN ran Gravenberg. I will be seen a Kadima by a Munich and Yamanko, you know, United for sure, Mobefano. But this almost top play and son of what you Fano. I'm about Medica Casa Fiorentina boy against Rapid Wien. But unfortunately, omoja brante no ofia wo kwa no nkwa na training omo hwese omo mama beja brante no kwa no akwakusina card ya metimope initially na the born 25 million but he say omo reduce born the about 21 million euros and only sika aka as I said if United want to buy this player they need to sell into that is the position of Manchester United and there and how bio na in say Roma e bowram ewo Santos kwa Marcus Leonardo but Kessben say signing Rasmus Højlund is not enough for Man United. They'll still need a predator, a young talented player within the Brazilian ranks, and that is Marcos Leonardo. Brazil under 20 team no on and bonai in Santos. You know, no another TVC on the Santos 49 into United 4 say so mbekwa kofa branti na otimiaba abesiaka ediamom lastly on Real Madrid. In himself Mbappe situation ye di hu komo bia and Kessben free Madrid now on say Cadena side to just say in the last minute Madrid for decided say almost the 130 million euros nebeko initially sikana almost say PSG epeno oko the boardroom of Real Madrid I say no match of series say player can 1 year contract now free or there one nebeko 230 million euros for him they are ready so Mobeko with 130 million rather a honey baby as Real Madrid obia Nkrana Basa or Mobeko. But after Carlo Ancelotti presser, or see no signings for Real Madrid, or more to almost proof for any other player, or more concentrate after their 2 victories no munya against Ameria and then Atletico Bilbao. 6 points secured, or what that belief in is a Vinicius Junior and then Rodrigo goes with me a Genema Manima Timiakoye. And with the inclusion of Jude Bellingham, ni goals now watching 3 goals now watching a bit me a bomb and Yemetiakoye. Clearly, Vinicius is not enjoying the space now, not enjoying no. But still in the Spanish La Liga, or the most dribbles and what creative chances HOBR in there. Inti Real Madrid they will believe in Rodrigo goals and Vinicius Junior. We say, Omo, emwe no bet me a board man anymore. I'm an emet me akuyi. Madrid for the team BBR in the final minute. It is possible say Mbappe and renew Argentina. A likely so mobit me room ediska kwakofa. Inti that is it for the transfers and the stories Argentina eru all around.
We say Joe West Ham team isn't good for Kudus compared to Ajax. Because they have players that can create chances for him at Ajax. What do you agree? Unya Sabi or West Ham?
I disagree.
Yeah.
Carlos Borges, Sergio
I'm
Berhus,
by Gabriel Quatin Sepasi.
Carlos Borges, Berhus, Berwin, you know, we mun your top creators. Angel Lucas Paqueta, Said Berama, and then Gerard Bowen. No. Only the top creators in chair. If what's the question or the banner, your person say Kudus coach in a person using as number 9. We mun the players are mobility me created at West Ham level. When you have these players, you have creators. Lucas Paqueta is a starter for the Brazilian national team. He's a creator, he's a creative spark. And Said Berama, if you watch him, he has all the qualities to be a creator. Yeah. Bowen Ayen who a bit of auxiliary or a half midfielder, a half winger, and Otal PMO 18 boss into almost creators within the standard of a teamer, your friend a West Ham. And let's not forget, you know, Senka a investigation ya for a Lucas Paqueta, Timber and Coco Manchester City. And what's wrong and Coco? Coco the main creativity behind the attack. It's what does a say? He is a top creator. From Lyon, Flamingo to AC Milan, one year good start Milano. Watching the quality, and as I said, when you have these players around you, and Kudus a player, Kudus on your Ellen Holland, Kudus you be our Babeche, and no bo, or Crabona, we defender, we the videos no here, or Yamatete, the Makokatum, or no timini will link up, change passes, change movement, no abobo, Nashe. Over everything to excel, the Akano,
okay. And to Michael Ababi and Yadrin said Kudus has to work harder before he can get a place in the West Ham starting 11.
You know he needs to work. I know they will not say he needs to work.
To see how the performance or the wires.
Oh, bet me a room. Send the medical analysis. Yes. Okay. Gerard Bowen is not ahead of Kudus.
Okay.
No, he's not ahead of Kudus.
All right.
Oh, bet me a room. But you know. Still you need to work hard. Mukalo Modric buy no so one week hard no akotina bench no. Chris Camo de Kofano. Inti so compete for places you know you are competing with players now you can na here international players. Lucas Paqueta is a starter for Brazil. Gerard Bowen is part of the English national team. Saïd Barama is part of the Algerian national team. Nti Oma no competing in Algeria. Obi a national team player. Nti se wonya chance start ya. Yire na wo so yire ho. Se wa anyire ho adwenu omo bi bewura no omo de omo ho a. Nso betimi atena chi. Nti I agree he needs to work hard before being a way through the West Ham United team.
Okay.